Yesterday I just played a lot of Borderlands 3, and I'm very thankful that the video never disconnected. My avatar didn't get disconnected also. Off. Very thankful.
Idiots.
May kasamang siren.
You vault thieves only think with your trigger fingers, huh?
Keep this up and I'll be a god for real!
Let's roll.
I wonder if I can fit a non-chuck battery inside an MP5. MP5. I wonder if I can fit a battery inside a battery, the MOSFET inside. Siguro the electronic fire control. Can we remove the silencer on this?
Hey guys, and welcome to Fez Air
Meow, meow.
Today I'm going to be doing a disassembly, reassembly. Better than I remember. Yeah, because I've got one last thing to put in.
Can you remove the suppressor? Because I'm gonna use my
I'm an idiot. I remember. Obviously,
I'm gonna use my tracer inside that.
nice solid.
Oh,
That's
you
fine.
can! Look at that! You can! Meow meow! Hello!
These fellas are gonna regret waking up this morning.
We're live on YouTube.
Got the other one of those to do. And not the real steel counterpart. Obviously keep that in mind. Hey guys, and welcome to Fez Air Software. Today I'm going to be doing a disassembly, reassembly and internal review on this Jingong JG067.
Throw a grenade. Incendiary out.
Short.
Hi guys, and welcome back. If you do enjoy this content today or find it useful, please do consider liking and subscribing, because you're going to be really helping me out. And getting me seen by the YouTube algorithms is helped along by clicking the like button. If you do want to become a member of the channel, down there's a join button. Doesn't always work on Apple devices. Just 99 pence a month for bloopers and custom badges and a private section of my Discord just for paying members as well. And it is only 99 pence. And I massively appreciate people coming and joining. So today we're going to do a disassembly on this. Obviously, just to confirm as a disclaimer, this is classed as a toy gun, and anything we cover on this today is only applicable to this toy gun and not the real counterpart. Obviously keep that in mind. So we recently unboxed this, and I will put a link down below to the unboxing of this little beauty. And today we're going to do a bit of a disassembly and just have a look at what's going off in there. So first thing I've done is I've already lifted the pins out that hold the handguard in. We're obviously going to take the mag out as well, get rid of the mag, and I'm just going to slide that cover off, making sure that the pins are out on both sides. And suppressor will just twist, quarter twist, clockwise, and it comes off. Get that out of the way. Now, if you want to take all this front end disassembly apart, I seem to think we don't need to, but I'm going to do anyway partially just to have a look. We're going to have these two screws here in the end, Phillips heads.
Here it is.
One. Seem to think we partially need to do this anyway to get the hop and barrel out. Pretty sure I can do this, the gearbox.
You know, I used to have
so there's the front sight post coming off.
you know, for a very short while I had a Galaxy MP5K. I never bought a magazine for it. Then I just resewn the body.
And then we've got two screws in here. And looks like a pin in there, maybe. We'll have a look at that in a second. Now, if you wanted to split this piece in half, there is two little screws, one here and one here, and those will allow you to split this actual assembly into two separate pieces if you wanted to. Now, just be careful on the back of there it went. There's a little bolt out of there, little nut out of there. Fell out of there. And do the same on the other one.
Frick.
It's not quite come out.
You know, I like how, I think I really prefer plastic over metal. I always do.
That's right. I'm gonna have to hold
Plastic or nylon. You know, my M4 has been nylon for 6 years already.
it in with my finger while I unscrew it, just because the bolt came out at the nut, even I keep calling it a bolt. There we go. There it went.
You know, I had a teammate before who had an ICS MP5 SD. He broke it. He broke the front. And I've seen another MP5K, I think GG. The front also broke right here.
Push that out.
And mind you, ICS is full metal. I mean, you know, metal and then polymer receiver, just like the real ones. Most people think that the receiver is also metal in the real ones.
Get that out of there. There we go. So now, if I put that as a pin. No, it's actually a screw. Wow. Okay. So basically, there is another screw. I thought there used to be a screw in there. Am I going to have to split this in half? Looks like
I mean,
it.
if you don't have to remove it, then, you know.
Oh, this is a little bit fiddly, isn't it? Never mind, that's one. There we go. Should be able to do it. There we go. So that's away. Undid the back screw there. And that is... That's the screw I was just undoing then. There's the little nut for it. So that was in there. If I take that out of there now... That side. Go. Then I believe, there we go.
Nice.
There we go. The whole front end comes off. So that's just a spring inside a tube that compresses back into the receiver. There's our wiring.
You know, I can just make this one fixed. And then maybe route some wires inside that thing. I don't want to bother doing the HK slap. honest, I don't care about
Decoy.
realism. I only care about practicality. Ouch! I only care about practicality. Well, except if we're talking about... Except if we're gonna talk about, reciprocating bolts, dummy bolts. I think I want run electric blowback. I don't wanna run gas blowback because I'm not willing to spend a lot of money on gas.
Throwing smoke. Throwing fire. Grenade out.
Long.
Assembling our fuse, which gets stored neatly up there. Now, you should hopefully be able to see that there is a rod on there, in there. That rod is what your spring slides down onto. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to disconnect the hop adjuster so that we can remove the hop out shortly. So this arm should traditionally have a little O-ring on here, and that little O-ring just helps retain this arm in place to stop it just freely adjusting. Now, don't get me wrong, it's secure in there, or it was secure in there, and it may not need it, but I'll probably put one on anyway because I've got plenty of O-rings. So I've done that. I'm just going to remove this little screw here. And that's lifted that little plate up out of the way as well.
Terrorists win.
Well, keep that secure.
Meow meow.
And then that will allow me, when I get inside, hopefully. No, it looks like I'm going to have to split the body further. We'll deal with that in a minute.
Throwing grenade.
So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just remove the stock assembly. So I've got a flathead thing there.
Short.
So, push that out. Now these will only go in one way. So the end of this little screw has got some teeth on it, as you can see there. There's teeth, and that will only go in this left-hand side here. We'll keep those together. Now we're going to flip it over, and I'm going to pull very carefully because under this side is, there it is. So I've pulled that off.
You know, I think I can.
Gear up. We aren't going
I prefer the full bot because it's more durable.
deploying flashbang. Laying down smoke. Grenade out.
Mommy, long. Good job. Meow.
Grenade out. Incendiary.
Car.
Decoys out.
Meow.
Champion.
Get out of my way. I'm going. do I make nice cut noises?
Grenade out.
Make good cut sounds.
Deploying decoy.
，A 小上一个，
喵喵喵。Nubby.
Grenade out. Throwing grenade. Incendiary out. Throwing fire.
Nubby.
Deploying flashbang. Throwing flashbang. Throwing smoke.
Over.
Deploying flashbang.
T-base. Good job. Up if you want.
Counter-terrorists win. All
Good
right,
job.
all right.
And there is, much like the G3, we've got a little plastic sort of catch thing.
Meow meow.
We are out of here. Flashbang. Throwing a grenade.
You know. Sure.
Incendiary decoys out.
Voila.
Bomb has been planted.
For the stock, so I'll show you the orientation of it there if I can. That's the, get that close to the camera. That's the orientation, and it sits in there like that.
Meow.
Let's go. Throwing flashbang. Throwing fire. Grenade out.
Middle.
Smoke. Throwing smoke.
Short.
That on top of this little metal spring as well. Those are out of the way. The other thing to note as well is in this stock as well you've got some sling loops. Now if they shouldn't come out, but if they do, they're like a metal thing. I'll show you, hopefully you can see down into there how they go down and around. And I don't think they're coming out, they're better than I remember them being. That's good, get that out of the way. So the next thing I want to do is I want to drop this pin out here.
I remember that one. It's
I disliked working on
we
MP5.
can put it out now.
Now this pin, this one from in front
No,
of the
no,
trigger
no,
here,
no.
is a different length to the one that we took out of the stock. So please keep them separate so you know which is which. No. Right, next thing, let's take this off. It doesn't want to budge yet.
Maybe put a different
Decoys out.
put a different suppressor on it so I can put my tracer.
I'm throwing a grenade. Fire.
I really like my tracer. Plant. Last one, A-long.
Tăng thì gọi tăng.
But
Terrorists win. We're on a real man. No more talking. Now
meow meow meow meow meow.
Take the top side to the other side of the gearbox. Even the gearbox. So in honesty, I probably prefer the spade connectors to a mini Tamiya because they're a little bit more solid a connection, I suppose. A mini Tamiya, particularly if you're going to disassemble it a lot, will wear down over time. Get those out of the way.
Only on my tape.
So we've got Torx head in there. So get my Torx 10. It's a screw together
The
one.
residue from that tape will corrode the screws.
Never mind. So I'm just going to lift that out of the way again. Even the grease, there's not a lot scattered all over. It's an okay job. Not an air seal nozzle around there, but that is genuinely really impressive. I'm quite happy with that. Top notch in these, really good work. So I'm quite happy with that. Let's have a look at what the air seal's like with the nozzle on as well. Obviously, that is excellent. That is genuinely excellent. There is obviously a little bit of air leak because there's obviously not an air seal nozzle around there, but that is genuinely really impressive. I'm quite happy with that.
Meow meow meow.
we must move. Decoy. I'm throwing a flashback.
Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put the gears back in, put
Oh, I remember the trigger. Look how long it is.
a couple of screws in and just see what the shimming is actually like. Look, there's a couple of shims there moved.
Oh, hello. Who's there? Who's there?
Even the grease,
Hello.
there's not a lot scattered all over. It's an okay
Hello,
job.
Destiny. I think you changed your profile picture, right?
For those of you that don't know what shimming are, so basically the gears, obviously, when you're looking at them, we'll sort of stand the gearbox up. So as you're looking at the gears, we put little washers on the top and bottom of them to make sure that the sets of teeth on each gear have the most mesh from one gear to the next, but without the sort of surface
Profile
area
picture,
of the gears. Anything that's not the teeth don't touch each other. But also to stop the if it's laid down the vertical movement, or in this case the more movement you've got left and right, as your motor's turning them, the gears can move up and down. You start to get whirring noises. It can cause wear, it can cause breakages. and particularly in high performance setups, if you're going to build a dual sector gear, which is DSG, dual sector gear build, the shimming needs to be pretty much perfect. Now in a typical normal age, good enough shimming is acceptable, which is what the idea of this is it good enough? So I'm just going to put 3 screws back in just to put them under compression, which is near enough of the compression that they will be under from the gearbox case.
Decoys out.
Great, and one of the screws is just broken.
We've dropped the bomb.
So the shimming them, I'm just going to have a look. So what I've done is I've got my screwdriver here. I'm just going to see how much side to side movement I've got. Very little side to side movement on my gear. What about the first one? None at all. Bevel gear. A little bit movement on Chinese ones either. I've had the same happen and what happens is the sector gear pulls on this bit here, which pulls the nozzle back to let a BB into your hop unit, and then as the pulling part of the sector gear moves away, this spring pulls the tappet plate back forward to push the BB on the end of the nozzle into the hop unit. Then the piston fires forward, the air comes out and forces the BB out. The hop unit then lowers rubber into the barrel. The BB hits the bit of rubber which adds backspin to the BB, which lets it fly significantly further without any hop up, which has been sort of one of the revolutions as far as airsoft really, that before hop up you were limited to, how far your BB could just be flung purely on its FPS. With the advent of hop up, our ranges have significantly increased, and I've found all sorts of mods to make it better and further. So this spring then hooks onto this little peg at the front of the gearbox casing here.
Let's change I'm gonna change my strategy because it's not working.
When it sits in, we're meant to make sure that this part here, which pulls the tappet plate back, is not touching it, and that these clips here, as you can see, sit around the trigger there, and the spring should be pushed down as far as it'll go. It just helps to keep it in position a little bit better. Make sure that I'll take the spring out for now actually. Make sure that your piston, as it's not at the minute, and your cylinder, there we go, are sat in the gaps loosely, tip it that way, so you can see there it should be all sat flush against the gearbox side, and the pistons runners should sit in the runners in the gearbox. You can then, I'm going to lay it down, just otherwise it's going to explode. Spring and the spring guide,
It's not quick release.
I'm not going to put them under compression just yet because I've got one last thing to put in. I've got the anti-reversal latch, so this stops the gearbox unwinding after you've stopped. If you've not got this in properly, it's not doing its job. The gearbox will make weird noises that you're not used to hearing, and basically because this is not set up right. So in this case, I'm just going to put the spring on it, so hopefully you can see the little spring there, the little spring arm there, and this gets pushed into the way of the gear that interacts with the motor. Now I've pushed it to one side, I'm holding my thumb on it with a lot of pressure just until I drop gear in. There we go, and I've just twisted it back slightly until it engages with the anti-reversal latch. And if you listen, you can hear that click. That's the anti-reversal latch clicking onto the next tooth of the bevel gear to lock it in place. Now at this point this is going to be a pain because that will jump out all over, so probably going to speed this up, might put a few bloopers on for members from doing this, and then I'll come back in a second once I've got this down and the gearbox shell on. trying to put this together, and some of the gears, as you can imagine, because of the compression and what have you going off in there,
I know it differently, but yeah.
are not quite in the right place. So as you can see, I can sort of see little bits of the posts and things like that. So it's just about basically manipulating everything around a little bit at a time, just until you get it in. Now, if things aren't sat right, it's probably just not going to go back together at all. So it might take a few attempts at doing this. And I find it's helpful if you've got a thin little screwdriver like this, to just help you pull the sort of gears into place.
Meow, meow, meow, meow, meow. Staying a while.
Let's go, decoy. The guy's out.
Nice. Tawa naman. I think he's slow though.
There we go. So, not so many expletives needed then. Cylinder has got a notch in it, just like we found on the G3, on one side to position it correctly where they want it to be. I did find that it helped if I pushed on the tappet plate a little bit to take the pressure off the sector gear, so that it sort of came back into position. And that little bend did work its wonders, because it kept it nice and where it should be. So I can now loop the electrical wires back over the top there, and take those back down. How well the tape will hold now, there's a bit more grease on there, I don't know, but we'll see. Just really don't over tighten these, because you will just snap the plastic. It's not the greatest of quality of hop unit. So I finally got it back together, and you just have to make sure that they very neatly run along the top of the gearbox and then down and out the front. So now what we can do is stick in two screws that were one in there and one in there. Make sure you hop. Go. So that's that bit done. You can slide the handguard on again, remembering from the unboxing, this ridge here needs to go to the back.
Looks like you can put
things tucked away. There we go, that's on nice and safe. Put those retaining pins in. The suppressor can go on.
And then the tracer.
It's on.
That's very nice. No, that was very satisfying to watch. It's always nice to watch people fix things.
And then we're going to get the rest of the lower receiver on. At this point, we can bring the rear sight back in and screw that in. Done. So then, this bit, we need to have this little cam. Now, its orientation, you've got like the little sticking out bit there. That is what comes into the side of the receiver like that.
I only have it in semi-auto. No full auto for me. I don't need full auto. I don't want to spend so much on BBs. You know, if a person doesn't call their hits on semi-auto, they wouldn't call it in full auto. Middle. Plus 1B. Use your grenade. Attention, use your grenade.
that. So I'm going to rotate it, mag release. I'm going to drop that over. I'm going to make sure.
And what I like about H keys, the MP5 and the G36, is not the grip. The grip is part of the lower receiver, so it's never, it's never gonna have a loose thread problem like the M4.
Pretty much flush with this side of the receiver. I'll screw the other half in. We need a flathead for that.
Put it
Glue
in.
stock.
You can put it in a tennis racket bag. And put it in a tennis racket bag. Come on, guys. Patay. AFK. Good job. Good job. Bye bye, thank you.
Clip. Drops in there. One orientation.
That's the appeal of the MP5 for me. It's compact. It's compact and the grip is part of the lower receiver, making it very durable. MP5 SD.
Let's roll.
They're really popular. There's no denying that. I mean, if you think Navy SEALs, you think MP5. Hello? You?
Water?
Meow, meow, meow, meow, meow, meow, meow, meow, meow. You? Look. How come no pictures on this? Yung compact version is the one with the extra stuff on the butt. I don't like accessories. Let's just see what they offer. Mulmil also has D36. That's interesting. Need gone. Nothing no. Minumong M-lock. No mulmil. The compact version has the butt like that. I don't know why. One more long. One corner to the right. Right side. Take our right side. Got him. Crossing.
你哈喽你妈呢！
Meow meow meow meow. Meow meow meow meow meow meow meow meow meow meow meow. Meow meow meow meow.
妈的就没有说他妈中文的吗？
Meow meow. Anong to? Kick na nga itong trade. Ganun lang ba talaga yan? Pinakababa. Underlying. Meow meow meow meow meow.
We're going to win.
Terrorists win.
F1, so we have money. Meow meow meow meow meow meow meow meow.
Decoys out.
Still AFK.
Grenade. Fire.
Dali pala. Jump. Wala! Wala!
Counter-terrorist.
Go go nga nga. Ay meow meow. Meow meow. Meow meow.
Forward! Decoy.
Tayo to. Kick na kasi yan. Kick.
I'm throwing
AFK every round. Wala pala akong smoke. F1. F1. F4. Rough. F4. F1, F1, F1. Meow, meow. Ayaw talaga.
This is what we have been working for. Throwing a decoy. I'm throwing a grenade.
Hindi 36C, sobrang 6C. Squammy. You know, I think I'm never gonna interact with women because I don't wanna get sent to jail just like Boy Dila. Boy Dila nakakulong. Pinusitsitan kasi yung minor de edad. Meow meow meow. Siguro kahit grown up na babae, hindi. O sitsitan mo, kulong ka rin eh. Tingnan mo lang ng mali, kulong ka rin eh. Putik yan. Walang tignan. Wala kausapin, diba? Kausapin mo pa eh. Putik yan. Sira ulo ko ba? The MP5 is really more popular than the G36 based on stocks. No. What do you guys think? And I don't really wanna use my AK-47 in GQB.
Together we can do this. Decoy.
I'm really addicted to my M4. It hasn't changed for a very long time. Since 2018. I remember this kind of bot. You can open it and you can put a battery inside.
能不能给这个傻逼给他踢掉？
Huh?
Let's go, my brother. Throwing a decoy.
Can you speak English? Meow meow.
We lost the bomb. Smoke.
Kick green. kick green so we have money. F1.
Counter-terrorists win.
Ay nako. Lalo ko tuloy si Sir Erin.
Decoys out.
妈，这把波还在他身上都玩个屁呀、的！
Na-miss ko yung ikong.
Recover them all. I'm throwing a grenade. Throwing fire.
Full. Ayaw nyo kasi ikik eh. Wait lang, I'm gonna take a break.
我是真想不懂他为什么他也不打，他也踢不出去。
Counter-terrorists win.
Three point something kilograms. I'm talking about a different rifle.
Decoys out.
I'm talking about the Scar H. Talo tuloy tayo.
Flashback. I'm throwing.
Meron kasi AFK. GG talaga, may AFK. Totoo ba? Totoo ba yun nakalagay? Checks out. Tingnan ko lang ano meron sila. Di may dito buffer tomb. F1.
Decoy. Smoke.
AFK every round. Ano yun? Mid doors. Lower tunnel. Long. Long, ha? Long. F1 mo na. Nice. We don't need show what the bot does. Yes, I don't know. I think I'm gonna research this one. Button charger. Wala bang ano? Walang video tungkol dun sa model na may ganung bot.
Grenade out. Throwing fire. Bomb has been planted. Fire in the hole.
Walang video tungkol dun. Have I even seen the bot is retractable? Wala. Wala ko sinabi. We've never heard anything about the GG gas pistols yet. I wonder if they're good, no?
Go, go, go.
Shh.
Deploying flashbang. Throwing fire. Throwing grenade. Deploying decoy.
Long clear.
Throwing flashbang.
Jump. Outside B. Good job. Nasa 1B side. All clear, all clear, all clear.
Defusing the bomb.
Push mo naman.
We got this. Let's go. Laying down smoke. Incendiary out. Decoy.
Middle.
Grenade out. Grenade out. Incendiary. Bomb has been planted. Terrorists win.
Buti ka mahal din, no? Mahal din ang WE na gas. Wait lang. GG pala, GG. Nyam nyam.
Throwing Decoys out. Grenade out. Incendiary out.
Meow. They're jacking up the price. I wonder where to look. No. Where else to look? What do you guys think? The only one with that. Lots of space for battery. GG. I think this is pretty big. This is pretty big for a car 15. The old school ones are smaller. Tapos, I think they should be ABS plastic rather than nylon. Because that's what the A1s have.
Laying down smoke.
Period, correct.
Grenade out. Incendiary out. Counter-terrorists win. All right, all right.
Why don't you kick the guy, bro? Kick.
Buckle up, bad guys.
Incendiary. Fire in the hole. Throwing a grenade. Deploying decoy.
Good job, good job, good job.
Incendiary out.
Good job. They still offer it. What game do you guys wanna see? Let's play, Warhammer. It's been a while since we've played that, no? There's no multiplayer.
reveals the secrets of the past, the present, and what may come to be. Most would think me fortunate to own such a book, but I can only use it in service to others. That is my curse. It wakes, tormenting me once more.
If someone comes and, let's play. They didn't have. They didn't have long mags in Vietnam. They only had 20 round mags. Oh well. What happened? You know, I'm good with that already. How's the stream going?
For those of you that don't know what shimming are, so basically the gears obviously
Still working. Yay! Meow meow. Tara. Okay na yan. Sa full frontal assault. Ang init-init ng lugar. No. They're very mobile. Yung mga chosen pa talaga yung unang na-engage.
Getting there. Faster than the kill. Sickness personified.
Manifestos. Anong klaseng kalokohan nun? That's bullshit.
Sickness personified. By the power of Nargo, master of plagues, name your demand.
Napakadawag na manifestos. Yan ang yun.
What? Kill them all! The world will burn! Undivided! Kill! Flame! Burn! Nurgle's pestilent claw! Reap their souls! Obliterate! Seas of blood! Move fast!
He's just gonna get gunned down. GG.
Move fast! To battle! All will be despoiled. Deliver slaughter! Chaos comes! Planetus diverse!
GG.
Eye of the blood for the blood! My god's call! Time to despoil! Tremble, mortals! Sinch's many glories! Kill, maim, burn!
Monstrous cavalry. You know, and as much as I wanna play campaign, ganun naman. This game is taking so long, no? Hindi rin nakakatuwa. No. Taas ng Bing. Conquest Large. Wala naman tao. Ng tao. play Battlefield 1 kaya. I love this reticle.
Spotted an enemy chopper. Objective Charlie is now out of our hands.
Tara, Battlefield 1. Excuse me. Buti ba ito ang daming looping na server. I love Battlefield 1.
La marche vers la rivière a été difficile dans l'obscurité.
Meron kayong meron ba silang Tokyo Marui? Ano meron? Butik yan, steel na Barret. High-end. Bumili ka na. Yung pambibili ko na lang ng totoo. Butik yan. Pambibili ko na lang ng tunay yun. $2025, kaya nung January pa. Itong gas blowback.
Objective is within our reach.
French.
Attention, grenade!
We have taken objective apples.
Lance une grenade! Grenade lancée! Lancez-vous! Prends ces munitions! Tu as des munitions!
There's a tank in there. You see it? Medic.
Attrape tes munitions!
Bomber. Let's go.
Des munitions pour toi!
We are losing.
For toi. For you. Toilet.
Une trousse de secours pour toi! Il y a ton nom sur ces munitions!
GG, good job.
Des munitions! Attrape!
We have lost objective
Des
apples.
munitions! Prends-les! Grenade envoyée!
In the house.
Grenade lancée! Tirez-vous!
Get in the house.
We are losing objective butter. We have lost objective butter.
Une grenade pour eux. Prends des munitions.
We have taken objective apples.
Des munitions pour toi. Là, quelques munitions. Lance une grenade. Attention. Grenade lancée. Lancez-vous. Tiens, des munitions.
We are losing objective apples.
Il y a ton nom sur ces munitions. Des munitions, prends-les. Lance une grenade, attention. Là, des munitions.
Good job. GG. Good job, good job, good job.
Des munitions, attrape.
Medic. Imbis na bumili ng ng aircon, bibili na ako ng solar powered na exhaust or intake fans. Your intake fans are more effective than exhaust. Go gaga. Tingin tayo ng Tokyo Marui. Mamaya Umarix. Kaya ka pa 4.3.
A flame trooper kit is available near your location.
Lancio una bomba a mano! Ecco dei proiettili! Forza!
What the freak? Digo 5. I've never seen or tried the SRC. Butik yan. Walang Umarex. Wala. EW customs are badass. I love them. Dream badass. I love how they look like toys.
Ecco qui un po' di munizioni! Cannoni nemici, laggiù!
Got him.
We have taken
No, I really love how they look like toys. $340 FPS ba talaga yun? Ganun nga, ano? Ganun nga iksi. Ito ba? WE na lang ako. Tsaka lang. Isa lang. Kala ko double kill kasi may ano. Parang may gunner. Butik yan. Yung gusto ko sa armor breaks eh. More naroon. They look like toys. And I love that. Rosima. Rosima. Patingin-tingin. Hindi naman bibili. I just wanna see nice stuff, even if I'm not gonna buy.
Ecco qui, cassetta medica.
We have taken the sector.
Li abbiamo costretti a ripiegare. Bene così.
Clear the sector from enemy presence. We have secured the sector.
Meow meow. It damaged us.
Lanciamoli via.
Oh no, no, no, no, no. These things we do so that others may live.
Darò un'occhiata alle tue ferite.
So that others may live. Semper Parados. How do you say please in Italian?
We have taken objective butter.
No.
Cassetta medica, eccola qui.
We have taken objective apples.
Don't move.
Lascia che ti curi. Ecco,
I got
cassetta
you.
medica. Cassetta
I
medica.
got you. Don't respond, I got you.
Cassetta medica per te.
Infantry, Charlie, Charlie, Charlie.
Cassetta medica, rimettiti in sesto.
I'm healing. I'm reviving. I got your money. Meow meow meow. Yeah, fire bomber. Let's burn some people. I need air support. Anti-air support.
A sentry kit is available near your location.
What? Didn't hit anyone.
Return to the combat area.
We are about big box guy.
We have taken the sector. Clear the sector from enemy presence. We have secured the sector.
Good job, guys.
Return to the combat area.
Yun o. Sarap nun, bro.
Return to the combat area.
Ew. Burn. You know, doing lots of damage.
Return to the combat area.
Oh, I've done so many runs with this thing. Keep it level. Hell yeah. Ooh! Nakadami na ako dito. Requesting anti-air support. They're on my tail. 6 o'clock.
We have taken objective apples.
Naka-10x ba ako dito? Yeah, I think so. Heavy bomber. Heavy bomber, heavy bomber, heavy bomber, heavy bomber. Geneva suggestions.
Mi servono proiettili!
Oh, 80 damage. Sarap. Sapul. Just a little slit. There's smoke in front of me. Oh, taken.
We are losing objective apples. We have lost objective apples.
Sniper in. Scott.
Mi servono munizioni, subito!
I'm at 180. Did I hit 2 people at once?
Half of our forces remain.
Buti ka hindi na nakatama. Assault tayo, assault. Saan ba ito? Saan yung favorite ko? Yan. Yung B-Rolls. Semi-automatic. The 5 magazines. Oh, tinamaan pa yun, no? 17 damage. Ano kalayo? Got him.
Ho finito le munizioni!
Aiutatemi!
Putik, tinamaan ako ng grip shot. Pero malayo na. Malayo na. That gun is often banned. Bad angle to. I think that's a tanker or a pilot. Mm, 75 damage. Got him. Hit. Come on. Nakatama na. Nakatama na ang lolo nyo. Fancy footwork. Hit. Ganun. Ay na, tumatakbo. Headshot.
50 of our soldiers remain.
Ang sarap pa ipatok nito dahil tahimik. Ano tayo? I wanna try single player. Haven't done that in a while.
In the deserts of Arabia, an insurgency war was raging years before I got to France.
you see, the message had already been sent, my dear. Not the message you would have wanted. Lawrence was such a good...
Man makes plans, and God laughs. As it turned out, the small town where we would ambush the train had a significant enemy presence. Those troops would have to be dealt with before the explosives could be set.
Just a machine gun. I'm gonna get rid of that. What's her name? Building to the left. I hope I don't get discovered. Tapos, let's take the...
Sıçarım böyle işe. Ne diye buraya tahsis edildim ki?
My real problem is the sentry. No. And then I can't hide on rooftops because they have mortars. Saan yung ano? I'm looking for the machine gun. I think there's the one.
Emniyet hattımız yarıldı. Burayı teftiş etmekteyim.
No, never 11. 16 rounds left. I'm gonna make one of these. They're blind. Ganda ng carpet.
Üzerine ateş bombası. İlerliyorum. Etrafından dolaşacağım. Arayı kapa. Hadi herif bu tarafta.
Kita na ako.
Hayırız bizden al. Teslim ol kafir. Kardeşimiz biri çabuk.
Makukunat mo naman.
Uyanık olun. Harekete geçin. Etrafını verecek ulan.
Come on, open the door.
Burada tut onu. Diğer taarruzcular geliyor. Takviye lazım değil. Asker düştü. Kapalama ilerle. Etrafını sar. Geber ulan. Asker düştü. Savaştan önce geri.
Parang ang dali lang, no? One.
Bizden biri vuruldu. Bizden biri vuruldu.
Parang dali lang nangyera, no? May nasira.
İşini derhal bitireceğim.
Yun na si Sentry. Ano? Clear na ba? I think it's all clear.
Once Zara secured the town, the trap was set for the wagon train.
Saan na yung anti-tank rifle? Hindi ko nakuha. Putik yan. Hindi ko nakuha yung anti-tank rifle. Aso kaya yun? Putik yan. Asan na? Putik yan. Tingin. Banat. Hindi ako na may scope. Come on. Ay, hindi. Kala ko antay ng rifle. Asan kaya yun? Kailangan ko. Dapat kasi yung machine gun muna. Wala nang bala. Oh, nagil my horse. Nagil. Aray. Oh, no. Sandara lang pa din. No. Nangyari sa zero. Sandara lang talaga. Hindi, no, level action. No! One. Dami. Nakulit yung irons, pare. Ba't ba kasi tatlo? Hindi ba tumama? Wala nang bala. Oh. Butik yan. Wala kasi tayong anti-tank rifle. Pwede mong gawin, pwede mo nang ilatag mo na dyan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lakas pa. Wala ka marinig ko pa, akala mo nang tatablan mo. That's a rifle. yung no-scoping, pre. Tama na ng mortar. I have 3 rounds remaining. Natin sa akin muna. Saan na ba kasi yung anti-tank? Feeling ko natapos na eh. Isang full load lang tapos na. Hindi ko talaga mahanap. Magnetekta na ba? Fire in reposition. Last na. Yun, last na nga. Yes na. Yes na. Enough ko yata yung music eh, walang music. Okay. That was fun. Okay, YouTube, bye-bye. I'm going to rest. Bye-bye. Thank you for coming, guys. Bye-bye. See ya.